Okay, second problem. All right, the a value was -1/2, -1/2, -0.5. Some of you divided out the constant, so you guys got 2. So if your a value was 2, you're like 99% there. You just made a minor error, and if you made the error, that's totally fine. Someone at your table was supposed to pick up that you divided by the constant. You did not divide by the coefficient of the variable, which you guys all know how to do. And then again, for those of you, you guys have it written beautifully, and then somehow the negative gets dropped off. Again, whoever solved it, they were being absolutely human and normal, and that happens. And that's why the other 3 members are supposed to pick up on the minor error. It's your negatives to just mess everything up, okay? So this one had a lot of errors in it, but they're very minor errors, and the earlier it started, either had to do with your 2, or it was a negative that didn't get carried down, and then there was just a minor error somewhere, okay? Okay, so here we go. So this was HKXY. All right, so let's make sure I don't mess up. Cubed plus 3. That looks right. Okay, so subtract 3. I get 4a. This is -2 cubed. Okay, -2 cubed is -8. If even if you did it this way, you would luck out and still get -8. If you contained it, it's still -8. So in this case, you kind of lucked out if you didn't put the negative, but it is -8. So you get, let's bring it up here. 4 is equal to -8a. Okay, some of you divided by the 4. No, I want a to be isolated. So you divide the -8. And so a is -1/2 or -0.5. So then this is okay, so this was the key part. So if you have minor errors here and there, it's because of that guy right there. You got to make sure you carry your negative over. Right? Okay. You now have to rewrite it into standard form. So let's write on here. Okay. Many of you did it by hand. So let's just solve it. Okay. These two, right? X squared minus 5x plus 25, right? The middle's the double. The third one is the square. Whoa, don't do that. It's supposed to be negative. There's a big negative. Okay. All right, and then you have another x minus 5. And so now I'm going to go 3 terms times 2 terms. So I'm going to end up with 6 terms. So x squared times x is x cubed. X squared times -5 is -5x squared. -10x times x is -10x squared. -10 times -5 is positive 50x. Next one, 25 times x is 25x, and then 25 times -5, -125. Hold on, let's verify. -125. And so you get x cubed minus 15x squared plus 75x minus 125. And so this is the expansion of this binomial cubed right here. Oh wait, you can't see. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I did it right, obviously too, because whenever the binomial has a second term is negative, you're going to go positive, negative, positive, negative. Whoops, positive, negative, positive, negative. It's going to alternate positive, negative signs. Okay, this. Now, I'm going to substitute into here. I'm just going to keep working off of this because I'm going to squish it, okay? So your original function now is -0.5 x cubed minus 15x squared plus 75x minus 125 plus 3, right? You have to multiply this negative 1/2 into each of these 4 terms. So negative 1/2 x cubed. All right, I know a negative and a negative is a positive. Half of 15 is 7.5. Yeah, 7.5. Half of 35. You guys know. Oh, I divided. Nah, don't do that. 37.5. But a negative and a positive is a negative. Also, too, because negative, positive, negative. They're also going to alternate. And then negative, negative is a positive. Half of 125 is 62.5. And then lastly, don't forget about that plus 3 that you are going to have to combine the 2 constants. So then this is your final expanded answer. So this is in standard form. I almost messed up right there, you guys. 3, 2, 1 plus 65.5. And so this is the expanded standard form, which is the answer to, it's the C part. Yeah? Slow. Go slow. On the test, just go slow, write everything out, write your numbers. Don't feel bad if you make a little minor negative error. You saw me accidentally write a 3 here, but I caught it. Was I going to write a positive there? I don't know. So, it happens. Okay. All right. The D part is f of 2. What do I do? Here, let me do this then. Can I move it up a little bit? Yeah. Okay. So here's the D part. We'll do this so you guys can still watch. Okay. F of 2. So if your function is y equal negative 0.5 x minus 5 cubed plus 3. Let me just make sure. X minus 5 plus 3. Okay. You could just throw that right into your calculator. You're going to make that 2, right? Or if you want to do a little bit of mental math, that's negative 3 cubed plus 3. This is negative 27. But you can throw it all into the calculator. So negative 0.5 parenthesis 2 subtraction 5 cubed plus 3, I get 16.5. But let's see if you wanted to do a little bit of mental math. Negative 0.5 times negative 27 plus 3, there's my 16.52. Okay. Okay, find out what's the value of x when the output is 0. Again, take that. You guys are great with this. All right, take 3 over. Remember, it's always Ka. It's always Ka, and then you inverse the function that you're dealing with. So that's my K value. I'm going to divide out the A value. That's your Ka. So what's 3 divided by 1/2? It's 6, right? You basically double it. 3 divided by 0.5 is 6. So this is a positive 6. X minus 5 cubed, and this is the inverse. Since it's a cubic function, you're going to inverse cube, which is cube root. And you got a little button on here that's a cube root. It's right there. So shift, there's my cube, 6. And by the way, you're only going to have one root. On a cube root, you don't do positive, negative. And so it's just 1.8. So this is 1.8 equal x minus 5. add 5. And so for those of you that did the 2 roots, I think you all got the 6.8. I just think you got also a 3.2 or something because you did plus or minus. You did a minus 5. I mean, I'm sorry, a minus 6 with a positive 5. Alright, and just tell me when and I'll stop the video. Yeah. Can I? Okay, I'm gonna stop it because